Evening, everyone. Sitting here for another episode of the WDP Sports Dudes. We're going to do a little Winter Olympics talk. You can see I got my buddy Adam. He'll be joining us here in a second. So we're going to just kind of get into some of this and just kind of see how things go.
Yeah,
man. Kind of a different show. I mean, we do a lot of, other sports on here. We'll do, y'all seen Adam on here before. He's going to be coming on with me with some soccer talk. And we talked about this the other night and decided we were going to let's talk some Winter Olympics. Why not? It only happens, every 4 years?
Yeah, man.
So
I'm excited for the opening ceremony is about to start in like an hour or so.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is the opening ceremonies came on at 2:00 this afternoon, and now they're on again, because that whole time frame thing.
Yeah. That's what sucks is like you gotta like black out. Like if you want to watch it live, you gotta kind of or not either watch it live or like black out results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you either have to stay up all night, or like you said, turn notifications off for every sporting apparatus.
Yeah, which
is hard.
But the nice thing about Olympics is like you can just have them going at work. You know what I mean? Like on your phone, like because a lot of them like it'll be like some of those cross country things, and like they'll take so long that like you could just have it going and be like, and then when it gets close to the end, you're like, all right,
yeah. I mean that's
a little bit.
That's what you do. You just set your little phone or something up on its side, let it play. You don't even have to really. You don't need sound. I mean, you can kind of see, what's going on.
And the best thing, like I was saying, I think I said this the other day, but the best thing about Winter Olympics is like you only have to care about these sports for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like no one's watching regular season cross country skiing and then shooting. Like I don't even know if there's a league for that. You know what I mean? Like
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I'm sure, but like you have to be like Swedish or something to know about that.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's not even something that's on ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah. Right. Well, it should be. That's what I would much rather watch that on ESPN than two dudes talking. Like,
well, that's true.
Show.
I'll give you that for sure. But yeah, I mean, some of these sports, you're right. I mean, your hockey is going to, of course, stick around, but like nobody's going to watch. I mean, I don't know that they do ski jumping any other time. I just don't. I don't know.
The regular season luge.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see that. I mean, snowboarding, okay, but most of those people, if they're not doing winter, they're doing skateboarding.
Yeah, or X Games and every year.
Right. So
this is the time for weird sports and like.
Yeah, but even the Summer Olympics, you get some of those different sports. I mean, fencing. When was the last time you saw fencing?
Never. I don't think I even watched it at the Olympics, but I would.
Yeah,
I don't even know what
I don't understand it.
Because the main coverage only shows like this one's gonna be. That's what Winter Olympics is like. Though, if you only watch the main coverage, it's gonna be all like figure skating, like.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I can't tell which one's good and bad. You know what I mean? Like.
Right. Me neither.
Unless they fall down, I'm like that looked pretty good, and they're like, they took a half point off because you know what I mean. And I'm like, if without the commentators, I would be like, oh, they probably won. Every person.
I like when the Summer Olympics go. They normally start off and they do like the swimming first, and then gymnastics, and then track is like the end. So you kind of there's like a big event throughout the Olympics, but in the Winter Olympics, it's
figure skating goes the whole time. I think.
Yeah.
It's like there's single and then there's the double, and I don't know. Like,
to me, it's crazy too because they've got like even in like the like you know they have that they have the short hair, but even in like illusions, they have the luge, the luge. They have the short track, the long track, and I'm like, well, how many different luges do we need?
and they'll show like one luge, and then they'll go right back to figure skating. Like,
right, and then come back for a luge. And normally they don't even show the Americans because they're normally last.
I got. Well, I mean, how do you get good at luge? You have to live by a luge thing. Like,
well, yeah.
I don't even know where to luge. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess you would have to go to like maybe Lake Placid, maybe has a track because of the Olympics there before.
That's the only way you could get like. There's sports you can't get. Like, how are you going to get good at it if you don't have like access to like?
Right.
At least that wakeboarding, like. You can't be a professional wakeboarder unless your dad owned a boat. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, that's that's true. I mean, some of these sports, that's what it is. I mean, how are you supposed to? Yeah. I mean, I guess like Herschel Walker was okay at the bobsled, but all he had to do was run and jump.
You know, we learned.
Whoa!
We learned from Cool Runnings that they just did sprinters. You know.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Like. But they get. I think there's a few sprinters that they said are some of the female sprinters are on the bobsled team now.
Which I mean, but that makes sense. I mean, all you're really doing is running, and then you jump in. You don't have to do anything. Somebody else is steering. You just got to sit there.
Yeah, that part's tight.
You know. I could do that part. I just don't know about the steering. That would not end well, I don't think, for us.
I don't even understand how they steer. Like,
yeah,
because wouldn't they have like groove? Do they have to like? Is there like a Zamboni or anything to like? I feel like everything would have a huge groove in it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you would think that. Like the later sleds would have an advantage because there'd be like a groove for it to just follow, but then I guess that could be a disadvantage because you're not gliding, you're kind of got friction on your blade, you know?
Yeah, if they had, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that, see if like there's grooves.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Anybody whoever is in the comments, if y'all join, if you're a bobsled expert, please feel free to chime in because I have no. And they don't even call it the bobsled though; it's the bobsleigh.
Is that?
Yeah, that's the terminology. The bobsleigh, the 2-man and 4-man.
Well, they gotta change stuff just to change it. Like,
right.
The whole movie, like the biggest bobsledding ever gonna be is Cool Runnings. And it's called Bobsled Team. So, like, why would you mess with that?
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. I know we've had the discussion on one of our other Tuesday and Thursday shows about why do we think the Americans are not as good at the Olympics in winter than they are in summer.
Because all the Ouija's, the Norwegians, like they like ice skate to work and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you think of like Russia's not even in it, right? So like, but they just live in like they're it's all year round winter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. You should pull up a list of like the events going on because like I was watching a whole thing about curling earlier and like. Curling's tight. I'm gonna watch that.
Oh, I'm all up in curling. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
They have a curling center here in Columbus, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that the other day. You were there. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go check that out.
I think it's at the Chiller.
Really?
I think so. Like, that's what he said.
I need to look that up. We need to go. That's what we need to do next guys' night is go curling.
Oh yeah, go.
Because there's nothing that screams guys' night out than curling.
I've watched. It's gonna like. I mean, there'll be places where you can go curl soon, like at bars and stuff now after the Olympics. Because there's like axe throwing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure they'll get some dudes to come out to go curling. I don't want to sweep though.
I kind of want to do both.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm over sweeping.
Yeah, that sweeping looks a little crazy. I mean, you gotta like know exactly how hard and where.
It makes like so like the physics of it, I guess, is
right.
But they were talking about, there's this one chick that does she's like a science show and she's super hot, but she was breaking down the physics of curling and it was pretty interesting. Like it's not like regular ice, like it's like coarse, I guess. And you should just watch her video. Just type in hot chick. Some hot chick. I think it's the physics of curling, but it's pretty interesting. Like I'm gonna butcher it by trying to.
Well, I guess it that would make sense if the ice was coarse because it's got to have a little friction to stop the little stone.
Yeah, and then those stones are all made like by one company that's been doing it for like 150 years, and they all have to come from some certain island, quarry or something. It's pretty interesting. They said it's been around since the 1500s. I'm like, all right, yeah. So,
yeah, I mean,
it's the same as what's that game on the table that's like it?
Shuffleboard.
Yeah.
It's like a shuffleboard kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. Those are some of the events I get into a lot. I like the speed skating.
Speed skating. I was just trying to think of that with the giant skates.
Like, yeah.
I think it's funny.
And they like.
Skate.
And they. I look like it. Look at me.
Look at you go.
I got the form.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty good.
I mean, dude, I'm
tight.
I could have made the Olympic team. Probably not.
All right, speed skating, and then there's like the snowboard stuff.
See, I don't get into the snowboard stuff.
The downhill, like skiing, is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Too.
See, I like the skiing where they're the downhill, and then they've got some other called alpine, or where they got to slap the poles out of the way pretty much.
It's cool when they like do like a backup of it, and you see them go straight down there. You're like, holy crap!
Yeah, because I mean, when you watch it, it just looks like they're skiing. But if you look at that slope that thing's steep.
They're going so fast, and it's gonna be interesting because like I don't think they had like helmet cams. I feel like they're gonna have helmet cams and stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the technology is there for it. You would think.
What's the one where you go frontwards?
Oh, on like on the sled?
Yeah.
Oh, the skeleton. Yeah, all those events: the bobsled, the luge, the skeleton. I like all of those events. I can't get into the cross country skiing. The biathlon's not bad when they shoot.
Skiing sometimes, man, because they're like, it's cool because they're like going uphill, and you're like, man, that looks like it's hard. And then they cruise. Like, I don't know, some of those are kind of cool. I like them. And I don't know. But
yeah.
So this Milan in the Alps. This is the most unresearched Olympic show ever.
Oh, of course. Dude. If there was any kind of method or method or to this organization, to this show, it wouldn't be us.
Yeah, true. We need, someone needs to just feed us like, what about this sport? And we're like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, stuff like that. That's like
it's like you forget all the sports until it starts, and you're like, oh yeah,
right.
You know what I mean?
Like I really like the ski jumping.
Ski jump is funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see them injured, but I love to watch them crash.
that has huge tracks in it too. Like you can't deviate at all. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's the only part you can fall on is because I don't even know if you have to jump. It's just I think you just shoot off the thing.
Well, but obviously if you can't, you have to time it right at the end of the ramp to get the launch to make it higher. So
sure, and then it's out leaning forward, like
and trying to keep as much air hitting you so you can stay up longer.
Yeah,
I mean, if you ever want to watch some funny stuff, go back in the day and watch Eddie the Eagle.
I was thinking like Goofy. Goofy used to do. I remember Goofy doing long jump, and it's like that's.
We went to Goofy now. All right. But no, go watch Eddie the Eagle. He was from Britain, dude.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it. He get wrecked every time.
Oh, dude, go watch him. It was funny. But yeah, I mean, I like the Winter Olympics. I like I say, it's sports that you don't ever really hear about or think about. Like I said, I enjoy curling. I like the speed skating. The hockey is what it is.
It's on, I never get that. I feel like I never know when it's on. Like, the hockey.
Well, the problem with hockey is like on the women's hockey team, it's going to be the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
And it's probably what it's going to be on the men's too.
There's no like Norwegian team or
but normally the U.S. and the Canadians just beat the heck out of everybody.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It used to be Russia back in the day, and
I would imagine if they were in it, they'd be something to mess with. They've still got a lot of good players.
Oh yeah, they're still, but it's just normally that's how it plays out is the U.S. and Canada on both sides. I mean, you'll get a Switzerland or something in there once in a while, but
yeah,
it's normally straight up the Americans and Canadians in hockey. I just think the Winter Olympics don't get as much pull in the United States because they're not sports we really focus on over here.
No one does. Like
well, I mean, but over in Europe and stuff, they do. But
yeah,
over here,
have that one sport where you have to like climb the wood thing, climb the log and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, I mean,
they have one where they just fall down a hill. Have you seen that?
No.
It's some like I think it's in like Scotland or something. There's like this giant hill, and like whoever can like run down it without falling down and wrecking themselves like wins. Like this whole town just like dedicated to falling down a hill. So like Europeans watch some weird stuff, man. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I would watch it. Put that on.
I mean, we just don't
put Strongman back on.
Yeah, we don't watch stuff like that over here. We don't have leagues for, I mean, like skiing and stuff goes on, but it's not really followed. I mean, at least with the Summer Olympics, that's why I think we're so much better is because track and field, basketball, sometimes baseball, those are sports that, soccer, but the Winter Olympics, I mean, I enjoy them. Like I said, my wife likes the figure skating and that, but
yeah, Whitney does too. But like, sorry, dog has a squeak.
Oh, I heard the dog.
And I'll watch it, but like, I don't know. It's enough with the figure skating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's kind of, the same with the like the gymnastics in the Summer Olympics. It's okay.
Yeah, you want to watch. I don't really care about the female gymnastics. Like,
yeah, the men's gymnastics is just kind of whatever. But
although those dudes are, like,
and they are. Well, they are.
I wouldn't mess with any of those gymnastics.
No, the stuff they do is just insane too.
Do you watch that guy from that building?
Yeah.
That was wild, right?
let's see. Doug Jones, is there still hockey? Yeah, we just talked about that. They let NHL players play now, though.
Did they not before?
No, they used to not. It used to be like amateurs and stuff, and that's why, like, when the Miracle on Ice happened,
Yeah,
they were all not in the NHL yet. They are all still in college.
they used to do that with basketball back then too.
Right. And then the Americans started losing, so they decided to let the NBA players, and that ended that.
Like, we got Jordan. Why are we not using him?
Right. Well, you got Jordan, Pippen, Bird, Magic. I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
we're sitting at Christian Slater when we have Jordan.
Right. That's right. But I mean, yeah, so they let the NHL, like the NHL is on like a 2-week break now, a 3-week break for the Olympics.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah. That's why they're not doing like an all-star game this year, though.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of it, but like I said, it's hard to watch. Even the Summer Olympics, when they're not in the U.S. or in North America, because the times.
Yeah. And
you know, they're.
The fun thing about the Olympics, though, is it's like on all the time. Like for 2 weeks, we'll just have something on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's tight. Like I'll just throw weird stuff on and like hang out.
Right. You can just, you can find a channel, USA or NBC, and there'll be something, whether it's, speed skating or downhill skiing or snowboard or half pipe snowboard or hockey, something's going to be on.
I'm trying to think, like, who's the biggest, like, who's the Simone Biles or like the LeBron James of this group? You know what I mean? Like, who's I guess Lindsey Vaughn. She's
Probably.
down. I don't even know if she's in it. I'm trying to think of anyone.
I think she's in, but I don't know what's going on because she's like been recovering from ACL surgery.
Oh, really?
So I don't know, but yeah, I guess Lindsey Vaughn would probably be the headliner.
I think we're gonna find out in like 30 minutes. Like, remember there's like Apollo Ono and like dudes like that. I don't know.
I remember him. There is a speed skater who's really good, but I don't remember his name, so he can't be good.
I mean, he's probably dope, like, but who knows any speed skaters, like.
Right. Well, we knew Apollo Ono.
That's because we watched. I didn't know him before that Olympics started.
Well, that's true. It's kind of like the two guys from back in the Summer Olympics. What was it, Dan and Dave?
Dave and Dan, yeah. They were like, it was like a Pepsi thing or something.
And then they came in like last and second to last.
Dan and Dave.
Yeah, that's pretty good though when you think about it. Maybe Lindsey Vaughn, or
I can't think of one other.
Maybe one of the hockey players.
I don't even know who the best American hockey player is.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Jason Robertson, maybe from the Stars. I don't. There's a few, but I mean, you can think about that when you think about Summer Olympics. You can actually name quite a few people.
Yeah, like
not even take basketball out.
No, yeah, I know a lot of those track people, like Noah. What's his name?
Yeah, Noah Lyles.
Yeah, Noah, like Sha'Carri Richardson, Simone Biles.
Yeah, Fred Curley. I only know him because he went to A&M.
Oh yeah, really. And then the swimmers, the one chick that's. Yeah, you know some people.
Yeah, I mean, like right now we can't. The names aren't on the tip of my. But in 2 years, when the Olympics come to LA, you'll hear their names mentioned. And you'll be like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. We got to do like a week recap or something of like once they start, we'll have some notes about like some of these whoever these people are, and you know what I mean, like or something. We got to follow
Yeah.
up on this because this is just like we don't know anything.
Well, I mean, the thing is it was just kind of something to kill some time on a Friday night too.
Sure.
It was just kind of more. It was more going to be about what sports or what events do you look forward to?
Yeah, and I don't even
like if you had to pick. If I told you can watch 3 events throughout the Olympics on the Winter Olympics, what 3 are you going to tune into?
That's a good question. I see. Can we just count like bobsled, luge, and skeleton all as one?
Yeah, like the little like track racing kind of.
That any type of speed skating, and then just give me the weirdest stuff like cross country skiing and then shooting and like the weirdest stuff. Like,
yeah, see, I'd have to say if I had to pick 3, my 3 would be the first one would be the same with all the track sports, the luge and all that stuff. It would also probably have to be probably one of the ski jumpings. And then the last one would either be I'd have to choose between either part of the skiing, like downhill skiing, or the speed skating. But the speed skating, I don't really worry about the long ones where they, for 20 minutes, they just go real slow.
Yeah.
And then at the end they go. I don't care about. To me, that's like watching the marathon at the Summer Olympics.
I would watch those too, like because you have them on at work, and then like just like glance down, and then like you know what I mean. And then
like you glance down, and then like right when you're getting ready to go to lunch, you glance down, and they're finishing, and then you come back, and the next race is starting, and then it's time to go home after 2 races. Yeah.
But there's one. I think they have like a short one, or is it like and a long one? Like the long one's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I think they have like short track speed skating and long track.
Yeah, and I think they're both kind of cool.
Yeah, see, I like the like short track, like the really 500 where they just and they're done, and they gotta like change lanes and stuff.
Yeah,
man.
That stuff's cool.
But yeah,
I just like those giant skates, man. Those things are funny, especially when they walk out.
Yeah. Yeah. Look like they're going to carve a side of beef with their skate.
They're humongous.
Dude, they're massive.
What else is... Hold on, I'm trying to think of what else there is.
Well, I mean, the Winter Olympics takes a lot of time doing the figure skating, like you said, and then the skiing, because they have like downhill, alpine, team event, you know, and now they've thrown in all the snowboarding stuff.
And they have those like races too, like
like the snowboard downhill or something, but they have those ones that have all the little bumps, the moguls or whatever, where they're on skis.
They have these ones like ice skating races that were downhill that like I don't know if those are in the Olympics or just some like Red Bull.
I think that's just some random you searching YouTube in the middle of the night thing.
It was cool. It was cool though. Like it was like some Red Bull course in some country.
Yeah, that sounds that checks out pretty right. That would be Red Bull.
Red Bull in a Jason Bourne looking country. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
right.
Wherever he's at. That's
the. I'm trying to see. I mean, but there's also. There's so many like of the cross country skiing. There's so many different like. There's the 17 mile and the 4 mile and the 9 mile. Really? Why do we need? I don't.
One guy who's his junk froze off.
Yeah. Well, you got like in the skiing and shooting, the biathlon thing, there's like a relay too where you like do a lap and then somebody else goes and then you do it. I'm like, what? And it's like co-ed. It's crazy. I'm just like, sometimes I think the Winter Olympics just adds a different, just to try to find something else. Because I mean, let's be real. There is only so many things you can do.
Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, it's been here the whole time. And you're like,
yeah, I mean, like the Summer Olympics, you can add all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, badminton, you can add whatever you want. But in the Winter Olympics, you're kind of limited.
It's kind of fitting too that it's all covered in snow here too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I want to see the next event I want them to bring to the Winter Olympics that I promise you will move to the top of my list to watch is I want them to do tandem ski jumping. 2 people on one set of skis.
So one dude backwards though, yes.
Yeah. I want to see both 2 people just and see what happens.
Or just that's one dude backwards, one dude forwards.
Yeah.
Couples.
Well, I mean, you've got these guys on there doing, like they took that luge and they now put 2 guys on it. What are we doing? This just doesn't even look comfortable.
Yeah, that's I don't know about double luge, man.
And yeah, whoever invented the skeleton where you're laying face first going in? No, sir.
And why? You would think someone would get a big fat guy to sit in the luge or the bobsled, like, or the luge.
Yeah, but
like,
you got to counter the weight pushing it down.
Still,
it's all these counterbalances of things you got to do, aerodynamics.
But that's what John Candy got in trouble for, was putting weights in this thing, and he's a big fat guy.
Yeah, but come on now, those Jamaicans were not very heavy at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they John Candy.
Well, they needed some weight, or else the sled was going to stop halfway.
All my Winter Olympic knowledge is based off
Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings.
Let's
what was that?
Real quick. So, like,
wait a minute. What was that? There was that movie that came out where the guy was a hockey player and she was a figure skater.
Oh,
The Cutting Edge, I think.
Cutting Edge, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Mighty Ducks, one of the figure skaters.
Oh, Jesus.
Hockey. So it goes both ways.
Right. So let's see. We got some people watching us now. This is good.
Why?
Why? Y'all need really things. There's got to be better things to do on a Friday night than watch the two of us talk about something we have no idea what we're talking about.
You know what's funny is that the guy who's like halfway through that race, he had to realize something was falling off. You know what I mean? And he's like, I must continue. I have to do it.
We're gonna let that poor guy have his own time. Moss, one of ours said, "What's up, guys?" Sean and Adam. He also said bobsled and speed skating, along with snowboarding, are his favorites.
Yeah. Snowboard racing is cool too. Like,
Rafa, I don't know who this is, but Rafa the Chill said, "What is your favorite winter sport?" Well, it's like I said, I think it's the bobsled, the luge, those kind of events on that track. I think is both of our favorites.
Yeah, well, I go snowboard. Well, I used to snowboard, so I still love that.
Well, I grew up in Houston, so I really never snowboarded.
Sure. But yeah, bobsledding is cool. All the track stuff, and then I guess I'll watch hockey, but I've never ever been able to catch a USA hockey game. So
yeah, the USA hockey games are normally on late at night. But like the hockey's okay to me anyway. I mean, you can watch hockey all year, over here.
Is it like, is there any like weird rules or anything like there is in basketball?
No,
No.
not that I know of. I've seen it's just hockey.
I guess girls hockey would be kind of fun if they just like wreck each other.
Oh, they do. They do. They hit just like the men do. Yeah.
Oh, you know, because one of my favorite was girls rugby. They were just destroying each other, and then this like huge chicks would just like stiff arm girls in the face. It was pretty fantastic.
If anybody in the chat hasn't noticed, Adam can't stay on topic on anything.
Well, that was off topic.
We went from hockey to rugby.
I'm saying women's rugby was cool. So they wreck each other. So women's hockey might be tight.
They do. It's really good. To be honest, the women's hockey is sometimes better than the men's hockey.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tune to that because watching a woman get wrecked by another woman is.
In fact, the U.S. women won. They won the other day 5-1.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the scores are a little crazier in the women's game because the U.S. and Canada are so dominant.
Yeah.
But when those two play, that's one to watch for sure.
Yeah.
And I think I need to verify, but for anybody in the chat, I have YouTube TV, and I think if you set the Olympics to your library, it will record them all.
Probably, yeah, I think so.
I know it does all my NASCAR races and my A&M stuff. It does without me having to go hit record every time.
Yeah.
So that may be a way to be able to watch some stuff too.
And that might be funny when like USA plays some like team that barely just started playing, like the females, like those girls getting wrecked. It might be hilarious. Like,
well, it'd be like watching the basketball in the day when they played Angola or something.
Yeah, but they're gonna get wrecked. So that's gonna be fun.
We got Moss jumping in with your mighty Ducks. He threw the flying V out there.
Yeah, man.
Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. Let me see. Hockey is for sure a favorite. You know, it's just like you said at the beginning, though. It's just kind of a besides some basketball going on in over here, and I mean hockey's obviously on a break, but football season ends tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah.
And then NASCAR season for me. But other than that, there's not really any other.
It's just NBA, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then college basketball is like.
Well, yeah, but even then, that's mostly just your weekends.
And March Madness is in like April now. Like,
I know March Madness is the end of March.
Yeah.
Like I said, wasn't going to spend too long on this one, but we will. I'll give you that homework to do some research on some of the events and who's done stuff, and we'll get together again next week.
Got to.
Probably next Friday to give a mid-Olympics recap.
Yeah.
We'll be able to have medal counts by then and stuff too.
Yeah, we'll have. I'm gonna write down some people too. I'll write down
do some people, do some research. I'll do some.
Whoever comes up with the weirdest like sport wins. Like,
the weirdest event.
Yeah, because I was into that. You know what I was into in the summer was ping pong. Like, those dudes nuts. Like, like China plays Japan. Like, it was wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it gets insane.
So I want something like I can't wait for something like that. Some weird event I forgot about. You know.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna see how long I can watch the opening ceremonies before I turn it, because it's like
I can't watch. I don't like the opening. That's one thing I don't watch. I don't watch the opening ceremonies for the Olympics, winter or summer.
I just want to see them light the torch, but I don't know if I can watch that many people wave. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just too. To me, it's too overdone. It's too long. It takes too long.
So long.
You know. I mean, sometimes I feel like they should just light the torch and then like have all the names of the countries just scrolling across the bottom like they do for school closings.
No, I mean, give them their time. Like, who cares? Like,
but there's too many countries now that it takes 5 hours.
You work. I don't know. You make the Olympics. That's your one time you're going to be on TV. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
Yeah, but they don't show every athlete from America.
No, they just show the group. I don't mind it. I'm just saying, like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you learn who the people are, too.
Right.
But I'm sure I'm going to turn it off and put on SmackDown.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Probably an hour in, you know. I'll give it an hour.
Well, that's why, because I know you and Whitney watch SmackDown on Fridays. That's why I said let's do this at 7 on Fridays. Because that'll be a good hour to lead into your SmackDown. So,
well, you don't start it until like 9 because the commercials on that is insufferable. Like, so you got to start it late. You can't. Yeah. It's wrestling. It's a commercial every 2 seconds. It's
right.
The worst. You know what I mean? Like,
well, go get locked in for your wrestling. I think my dinner's fixing to be here anyway.
There it is.
We'll we'll get together Friday next week, and
we can do a midweek check-in if you need. We'll do a short one.
Because to be honest, Monday I'm going on with a Daytona preview.
Oh, nice.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they'll be racing.
Okay.
So I'll jump on Friday for a midweek Olympics break. We'll do it about 7, probably till about 7:45, 8 o'clock, right around there, like this one. And then we'll, go do what we do, and I'll go watch racing and go from there. But
sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought, why not? Nobody else was talking to.
Yeah, we're the number one Winter Olympic show. We're the only one talking about it.
Right.
Hashtag number one Winter Olympic.
I promise you, this is at least the number one most unorganized Olympics talk.
And uneducated.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't know anything. So,
yeah. You ever want to find 2 guys who know nothing about what they're talking about that are going to talk about it, you found it.
Barely know any of the names of the, like, we couldn't name like more than like 6 different sports. Like, that's why we're number one.
Well, we had to choose our 3 favorite sports, and they were all 3 the same because that's the only 3 we know.
Oh yeah, we don't know the names of hardly. Yeah, no. That's why we're consistently number one ranked Winter Olympics.
That's right. We're the number one Winter Olympics coverage in South Bermuda.
With no knowledge.
Yes. That's why we're number one in South Bermuda.
Yeah.
All right, go watch SmackDown. Everybody that is watching, go look at all the channels rolling along the bottom. Like and subscribe to all these guys. Stay tuned. I mean, hit the little notification bell. You'll know when we're going live with this thing again, which you may not want to hit the notification for that, but do it anyway.
Honestly, if you want better Winter Olympics coverage, you could just ask someone on the bus. Like, there's probably the same amount of information.
Yeah. You could probably dang near find somebody just walking down the street and ask them, and they'd probably let you know. But you know what? They're not going to have as much. They're not going to have as much fun though.
No, they won't be number one.
No. All right, go watch SmackDown. I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I'll catch up with you later.
Great success. Peace.
All right. Peace.
How do I get out of here?